Getting ungated on Amazon FBA is a big roadblock for 99% of beginner Amazon sellers in 2025. But in this video, I'm going to give you a full step-by-step ungating tutorial so you can go ahead and get ungated in big brands and categories this week. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a big list of 100 plus auto ungate brands completely free. Let's get into the full ungating tutorial for Amazon FBA in 2025. So to start off, guys, what actually is ungating and gating? So gating is the process of Amazon restricting new sellers from selling certain big name brands that are commonly counterfeited. Luckily, this is easy to actually go ahead and get approved for in 2025, and it wasn't back in the day. And I actually struggled a lot. I just didn't know what to do. And then once I got ungated in big brands and categories, I made 6 figures profit in just the next 10 months, right? So we're going to go through exactly how. Let's jump inside my screen and take a look. So to start off, guys, we're going to talk about big clothing brands and how to actually get ungated in the clothing category. The cool thing is the clothing category is actually going to be automatically approved for pretty much all of you guys watching this. So you'll notice when you go ahead and type in like a Gap product or a Columbia product, it's only going to ask you to do the brand, not the category, because the category is automatically approved, right? Beauty's the same way, right? Sometimes like toys, you are going to have to do both the brand and the category, which is actually going to be the same method. The method being submitting purchase documentation, so invoices or receipts. I like email receipts in 2025 that combine to 10 plus, right? So either one invoice of 10 or theoretically 10 invoices of 1 unit, right? Typically what that's going to look like is going on Gap Factory, for example, right here to go ahead and get it ungated in the Gap brand, right? And just buying 10 of a cheap product like these t-shirts right here. You do have to make sure they're also listed on Amazon like they are right here, as we can see, right? And then instantly you're going to get an order confirmation email, and you're going to download that order confirmation email as a PDF and then title it something professional like brand underscore invoice underscore date or ASIN underscore invoice underscore date. And that's what you're going to go ahead and submit to Amazon to get approved for that entire brand. It's not once per product, it's once per brand, right? So nice and easy right here. You just go on any of these big websites, right? The brand website always works, or big retail websites as well. So Gap, we can take a look right here. Go ahead and get Gap ungated, right? Or Columbia. I'll just go in here and find a cheap product. Like we'd sort this by cheapest, right? I figured socks would be pretty cheap. We could do the entire website catalog here, right? And then we just want to go ahead here on Amazon and just search up Columbia socks and find a corresponding listing. Go ahead and buy 10 of those, and then we can go ahead and get that submitted off to Amazon right there. For the grocery category, it's the same process. I live using Target for grocery. Grocery, most brands are ungated, but the category is typically gated, right? So all we're going to do is find a cheap grocery product. I like this Yogi Tea brand, so we just go ahead here and search Yogi Tea on Target. We go ahead and open up this, right? Then we go over here on Amazon, right, and find a corresponding listing here. Go ahead and plug this in, and we can see, taking a look here, yeah, like this lemon ginger tea, right, whichever listing matches, right? Go ahead and buy 10 from Target here, download that order confirmation email as a PDF. I do want to preface, guys, it is completely normal to get declined a couple times for an ungate. It'll actually typically happen 5 to 10 times per brand. Just go ahead and keep submitting. You can also add in other purchase documentation on top of the email receipt. Like you can hit up customer service of the website and ask for a formal invoice. This is not necessary though, even if Amazon says that in the denial sometimes. Just trust me on it, right? And you can go ahead and get the shipping email, delivery email. You can submit a picture of the product and just use a PDF combiner on Google. So grocery, for example, you can go ahead and get that done from Target, nice and easy. Like I said, grocery, typically it's on a category base, so you actually only got to do it once. Certain brands, though, are going to be gated, and you can use the same method on Target or another big retail website to get that knocked out. And if you guys want a full tutorial of everything else that goes into selling on Amazon, not just the ungating process, I have an 8-hour free course for Amazon FBA beginners. You should check it out at the link in the description after this. Right here, we can see there's full timestamps. It goes into everything you guys need to know to get started, product research, creating a seller account, everything like that. So check that out after this video. If you want to do toys, right, Kohl's is a great place to do that from, or EE Distribution. We can search like Bluey Toys, for example, right here. We can find just a cheap toy right here. Toys, typically you do have to do both the brand and the category. And certain toy brands are currently what's called hard gated for newer sellers, which you can't go ahead and apply for. The same goes for stuff like Nike, Adidas, and Puma in 2025, at least when I'm filming this video. I'll update the description if any rules change with Ungating 2, guys, as well as I am filming this in January. So toys, we just go ahead and search Bluey here, right, and knock that out. And then we just search Bluey here on Amazon as well, right, and find something that matches. Hope I'm saying that correctly too, right? And then just find a listing that matches right there, nice and easy. Now let's take a look at what purchase documentation actually looks like too. So this was a couple years ago, back when eBay was a website here, and we can see this is just the eBay purchase documentation. So this was actually a formal invoice I received from hitting up customer service. I have gotten Ungated in tons of stuff just using the email receipts as well. And like I said, guys, if you got declined for the Ungated a couple times, which totally normal, just go ahead and beef up the application using a PDF combiner on Google to add in other information to that. Now you know how to get your purchase documentation, the email receipts or formal invoices, right? Both of them are going to work. Let's talk about how you actually go ahead and apply for the Ungated. So we can see over here on this Amazon listing, guys, I'm currently gated in Hydro Flask. So all I need to do is pull this ASIN from SellerAmp right here, then go over to Seller Central in the Add Products section, right? And then copy and paste this ASIN. We can go ahead and search this right here. Then we can go ahead and list this, right? Or attempt to list it. And then we go new, right? And it's going to go to apply to sell here, right? And then request approval, right? And then we're just going to go ahead and it's going to give us all these. So we would want to go ahead and add this in. So we would select all of these guys in here. Shows combined purchase of 10 units. Certain brands say 100, but I've still seen 10 work on them. But the vast majority, I'm going to see 10. And so say I wanted to do Hydro Flask, I would find a big website that carries Hydro Flask, probably like Cabela's or Dick's Sporting Goods. Buy 10 of a cheap product that's also listed on Amazon, then submit that purchase documentation off to Amazon right there. Nice and easy, add that in the submit. Like I said, guys, completely normal. Got declined a couple times, just part of the game. And the more stuff you sell, the quicker your Ungate requests get approved too as well. If you guys want a super easy one to start off that almost everyone gets like very, very quick in the first couple applications, and one for whatever reason works super, super quick. So you can just go here on Walmart, buy 10 of these guys right here, right? And then you just grab the ASIN on Amazon, go through that same exact process. But remember, guys, don't see ungating as progress. Only get ungated and stuff you found profitably. There's literally zero utility to ungating something you haven't found profitably. But if you're a complete beginner looking to get proof of concept, it might make sense to go ahead and do and one and some of these other smaller ones quick. Grocery, for example, just to see the process go through. Now, guys, let's go through the auto ungate list as well. So if we take a look over here, guys, I have a big spreadsheet of different brands. A lot of these smaller brands are actually going to let you sell from the get-go. So when you put in the ASIN, it's going to ask you to apply to sell. You just click that. It's going to ask you to request approval. But instead of going to where you submit the purchase documentation, it's actually just going to let you list the item right away, which is a sign of an auto ungate product, right? So I have this big list. It's like 2,000 products. Typically, at least 100 of them will work. Not everything that's auto ungate for me is going to be auto ungate for you, and vice versa. It's actually relatively random, but some quick, easy wins that hit for almost everyone is like Stafford, Cuddle Duds, 32 Degrees, Athletic Works, J. Crew Mercantile. So go ahead and plug these in. It's that same exact process just on Seller Central. Add a product, paste the ASIN, apply to sell, so on and so forth. And the more stuff you sell, the more stuff becomes auto ungate as well. If you guys want to get this big list of auto ungate products completely free, just take a look at that at the link in the description. And now that you guys know how to get ungated, let me know any questions in the comments, right? Go ahead and do the auto ungate list, knocks them out quick. Grocery, maybe the toy category as well, nice and easy. And remember, getting denied is completely normal. It typically happens 5 to 10 times per brand. Continue beefing up those applications, continue submitting. Don't worry about what Amazon says in the denial. And make sure you take a look at the free course. It's up on the screen now. It's 8 hours. It'll show you the entire process of selling on Amazon. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.